The views and opinions expressed by the guests, callers, and hosts on this and all Rense Radio Network programs do not necessarily reflect or agree with those of the network, its commercial sponsors, its radio station affiliates, or internet broadcast platforms. In these controversial times, we believe the First Amendment and freedom of the press are absolutely essential to the survival of our nation. Thank you. And now, enjoy the program.
Okay, welcome back. It's Thursday, and we're going to spend the first 2 hours tonight with David John Oates as we walk through the fabulous world of reverse speech. David has been working very hard, as has his number one reverse speech assistant, on the so-called debate Monday, and I hope you've had a chance to look at Rense.com. If you haven't, please do. Look at the top political art story that I put up today. In fact, look at both of them in case you missed the second one, but it's all there. Hillary Rodham Clinton is a cheat, a fraud, in addition to being a career criminal, Satanist, and God only knows what else. The stories up there are really irrefutable. The title, Blatant Revelations of Clinton Cheating at the Debate. First story, rigged podium electronics. Take a look. Hand signals. Many of you have already seen them. No question. And more. Second story, Clinton caught cheating again with another earpiece. In case you missed that one, take a look. We broke that story here as well. What did Clinton aide remove from her podium immediately after the so-called debate was over? Well, you take a look. You decide. One guy came walking up there. In fact, he met her when she got there at Hofstra. He came walking up on the stage to her podium and grabbed her notes, her alleged notes, immediately after the conclusion of the debate. This is so damning that the woman should be removed from running. She should be disqualified, disallowed. If there was any honor, any integrity, any morality whatsoever in the DNC, they would pull this witch. It's beyond fraud. It's beyond criminal. It is felonious lying, misrepresentation, deceit, and ultimately it is treason against the American Constitution and our political process. No one in their right mind could look at the facts that I consider being right-minded and come up with the idea that they're going to support this woman. This is not possible. Donald Trump is not perfect, but that man, against the array of deceit that was thrown at him in the debate, handled himself magnificently. Go back and listen to the words, listen to what he says, review it, especially after you know what the hell happened. I mean, he came across incredibly well, given the fact that she knew all the questions. She had all of her so-called zingers. Those are hot buttons. Those are insults ready. She had an earbud. She was being directed with an ear speaker, what to do it, when to do it, how to do it. There was a strange light on her podium that Donald Trump's podium didn't have. I suspect that light may have been a teleprompter, a narrow one, but nonetheless a rolling script. There was something else beneath the top of the podium that was removed right after the event. Another man came out, disconnected something, and pulled it out. What was that? They didn't do it with Trump's podium. Trump's podium had nothing but a large notepad on top of it. What you saw was fraud. As Gerald says, it is the great presidential reality show. And the actress up there is Hillary Clinton. This woman was not only engaged in the most dubious, deceitful behavior, but there really can't be any question that she was medicated to the max. She stood there. We know she can't tolerate standing. Somehow she did it. She was probably given some kind of an amphetamine without side effects. They have all kinds of things now. She was jacked up big time. She was a machine. I'm doing all this to set the stage for the reversals you're going to hear. Hillary Rodham Clinton is not someone up there speaking off the top of her head. She is not actively engaged with her subconscious mind. She is focused 1,000% on her pre-recorded sound bites and her zingers. She's being directed, so she's not up there actually engaging in the process called life living and the pursuit of thought and constructive conversation. She was being directed. Zombie, marionette, mannequin. It was absolute fraud. Look at the stories. And then consider Donald Trump's performance in light of that. The guy deserves 5 stars. I couldn't have stood up to that. He did, because he stood on his principles, his issues. And as you know from reverse speech, Donald Trump does not lie. Donald Trump is Donald Trump. Hillary Rodham Clinton is an arch criminal, a traitor to this country who should be in prison. Actually, she should get worse than that. But I'll be charitable tonight. David, are you there? Welcome.
How are you, sir?
Well, I hope you understand my feelings on things.
Oh, yeah, I watched that video after I spoke to you a little while ago. That's quite remarkable, isn't it?
Yeah, remarkable, thoroughly disgusting. It's a shameful time in American politics. Lester Holt was involved. She signaled him 6 different times. He interrupted Trump over 45 times. He, quote, interrupted Hillary, his boss, 7 times. He's a fraud. He's a house Negro. It's all he is. I'd say he was a house Indian or a house Caucasian or whatever. It doesn't matter. He was put in there. He's a token. He's from Jamaica. Yes, I understand that. In way over his head and clearly involved with the fraud that we were all subjected to. And I, again, want to commend Donald Trump for handling it as well as he did. It's like playing football against a team, and you know every play they're going to run at you before they run it. You do have a bit of an advantage, don't you? Well, that's Hillary Clinton.
Yeah, I was quite shocked to watch that video. That's quite blatant. I'm surprised no one's taking any action on that. I mean,
no one takes any action against this woman, David. She's guilty of. She gets away with perjury, bribery, blackmail, fraud, graft, corruption, and probably murder.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Yeah. All right. Well, let's look at some reversals, shall we?
Let's listen to them, too. Yeah, you can also look at them when you go to reversespeech.com. We'll have them up at Rents tonight, the recording of the program. You can go listen to that as well. Now, I'm not expecting any earth-shaking things from Clinton. There'll be some good ones, but I think she was so medicated, David, and so focused on this, and so rehearsed and so set up, and she's got Parkinson's. She's got something very gravely wrong with her. that we'll see how this plays out. I'm curious. So go ahead. Yeah.
All right, okay. So this is her opening line of the debate. So let's just run this forward. Here we go.
But even more...
Oh, wrong track.
Right. They didn't applaud that loudly for her.
No, that was from the DNC. So
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Finally, we tonight are on the stage together, Donald Trump and I. Donald, it's good to be with you.
okay. Now, remember how in previous shows we've pointed out that Hillary's spirit is speaking to her, constantly correcting her and chastising her, and we've played some classic examples of that. The classic one was "Oh, be quiet." Okay?
Absolutely, yes.
So here she does. So here she is. She starts off by saying to Donald, "It's good to be with you," and backwards she says, "Be honest, you." Here we go.
Be honest, you.
Be honest, you.
You got that?
Honest, you.
So
That's hilarious.
Sort of, yeah, it's a real oomph of spirit. Say you. It's trying to make her wake up. Listen.
Be honest, you. Her subconscious is having to deal with her criminality all the time. That's very funny. What a telling reversal.
And it's not the first time we've heard that.
No.
Here it is from the DNC. Now this is the one I accidentally played. So here she at the DNC.
But even more important than the history we make tonight is the history we will write together in the years ahead.
And here she says, "Be honest, damn you."
Be honest, damn you.
Be honest.
You got that?
Be honest, damn you.
Oh,
So
this is
twice.
hilarious. Oh, yeah.
So it just starts off. I mean, that's the first reversal I found. I go, yeah, that's about right. So
Her subconscious is beside itself trying to deal with this criminal.
Right.
That argues very well for all of us having something within us that is above all of this madness and on a higher plane of morality and spirituality. Even this wretch has one in there. That's funny, David. That is really funny. Play the first one again from the debate, please.
Okay, so here's the debate. Here's the forwards.
Finally, we tonight are on the stage together, Donald Trump and I. Donald, it's good to be with you.
And here's the reversal. Be honest, you. And listen to the emphasis on the word you.
Be honest, you.
Be honest, you. Be honest, you.
That's funny. That is hilarious. You know, here she is. Donald, it's nice to be with you. I'm ready tonight. I'm going to cheat like hell. You don't have a chance. It's sure nice to be here, Donald.
And then Donald comes back with this. Listen to this.
In all fairness to Secretary Clinton, yes, is that okay? Good. I want you to be very happy. It's very important to me.
Okay, so he comes back with that to Hillary, and then he says, yeah, goddess, sing. He's actually being a bit sarcastic, is what he's doing. So here we go.
Yeah, goddess, sing. Yeah, goddess, sing.
And there
Yeah.
we go.
Yeah, goddess.
Yeah. So, yeah, okay. Goddess, go
Yes.
ahead and sing. Yeah, we're ready for
That's
it.
right. Yeah, it's a sarcastic response. Okay?
This,
So
let me...
Hillary-
I want to point something out, David. In that little clip you played, you could hear Donald Trump inhaling
Oh, yeah.
through his nose. Now, understand that whoever is running the audio on that was pushing the gain on that microphone up so they could hear that. They eventually quit doing it, and you didn't hear it anymore. It was intentionally overriding and overdriving that microphone to be able to pick up every little noise that he made. And that's why you could hear him inhaling.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, well, it was all through the debate. I'm going, gee, what's he doing? And then someone online, there was something online about, he was sniffing coke or something.
He doesn't even drink, David, as you know. Man doesn't. It's ridiculous. These people can't think. They turned the mic up. That's a red hot mic. And if you've ever worked in the industry, you know damn well that's what was going on.
Right. Yep. Yeah, well, it certainly, it certainly detracted from his performance.
Well, they did everything to detract from come on, they did everything possible to make him look like hell. And still he came out. Because when you're listening, here's a man dealing with issues. Here's a woman dealing with crap. Ad hominem attacks, that's all she's doing. Trying to put him down. Being directed through her ear, teleprompter in all likelihood. She had the questions in advance. The moderator was working with and for her. What a joke. What a joke.
Anyway, but there you go. You've got a response. So you got, a statement and then the response back.
Both from the subconscious minds. This is interesting.
Yeah. God is sing. So, anyway, and then we go on. I'm just going in order of occurrence here, although some of them are out of order, but we'll go in order as much as I can. I sort of got them in from a couple of different sources. So, all right. So here we go with the next one.
You said it's the finest deal you've ever seen.
No.
And then you heard what I said about it, and all of a sudden you were against it.
Well, Donald, I know you live in your own reality, but that is not the facts.
And here she says quite clearly, hear the lie, and then a very quick worrying to Bill, obviously Bill Clinton. So here we go.
Hear the lie, you're worrying to Bill.
Hear the lie, you're worrying to Bill.
And again.
Hear the lie, you're worrying to Bill.
So, okay, so she's speaking a lie. Okay, and Bill's worried about it. He knows. And so there's why he's worried, I don't know. Maybe he's worried he'll get busted, she'll get busted or whatever.
So her subconscious is noting, if we hear the lie, and then talks about Bill. So, okay, this woman really is split. There are two different people here. There's a subconscious Hillary, and then there is at least the public persona. Maybe there's more, I don't know. But that's fascinating. When you hear the arrogance in her voice, David, that doesn't go over well with people. Donald, speaking down to him. And I mentioned, she sounded like a woman or a human being who needed a knuckle sandwich. She's just got a mouth on her.
Yeah.
Ugly stuff. Really ugly stuff.
So we're hearing a subconscious transcript of what she's thinking and feeling unconsciously a lot of the time. So it's actually quite a fascinating reverse speech study, quite frankly. All right, okay. Now we have Donald Trump. He's next in order. Here we go.
See, you're telling the enemy everything you want to do. No wonder you've been fighting ISIS your entire adult life.
Okay. Now this reverse, I want to set this one up a little bit. This uses the word you. And there's been a bit of discussion on my YouTube video that I posted on the debate. Well, is you Donald or is you Hillary? Who's you? And in reverse, this can get a little bit difficult sometimes because reverse switch will often use the word you, but many times it can be your spirit speaking to the conscious self, okay? But in this case, Donald Trump is talking specifically at Hillary Clinton, okay? So hang on, let's just play that little back clip again.
No wonder you've been fighting ISIS your entire adult.
So, wonder you've been fighting ISIS your entire adult life. And then he says backwards, agree you're no one. So he's diminishing her forwards and diminishing her in reverse. So agree you're no one.
If you're no one.
There.
If you're no one.
Got that?
If you're no one.
You got that, Jeff?
Yeah. No question. None.
Yeah, so he's just reinforcing what he's saying forwards, okay? He's just adding emphasis.
Once again, he's a congruent human being. She is not. There is a perfect example of it.
And here we have an unusual one. I will play it, and we'll discuss what it might mean. This is on Trump. Here we go.
It's probably $5 trillion that we can't bring into our country, Lester. And with a little leadership, you'd get it in here very quickly, and it could be put to use on the inner cities and lots of other things, and it would be beautiful. But we have no leadership.
Oh, he's talking about money that they can get from overseas that can be used in inner cities. And he says backwards, sniff the lover's soul.
Sniff the lover's soul.
Sniff the lover's soul.
And again.
Sniff the lover's soul.
I think that's internal dialogue. I think he's talking to himself. I think he's saying that if this happens, if we can get this money and use it in the inner cities, it's going to be a really great thing. And he's tapping into his soul and what he wants to see happen. Okay? So it's a metaphor. And there's actually two or three unusual metaphors in this debate, which I am going to play. And we'll see if we can just dissect them as we go. So that's the first one. Okay? And it's just basically... he's just being genuine forwards and being genuine backwards, you know. He's
right. I think
sniffing, exploring, experiencing, tapping into his soul that is concerned. Does that make sense?
That's exactly correct, and I think you're analyzing it perfectly. Yeah, I agree. Sure.
Yeah. So let's play it again. Let's play the forwards and the reverse again, because this is the first metaphor. So here's the forwards.
Probably $5 trillion that we can't bring into our country, Lester. And with a little leadership, you'd get it in here very quickly, and it could be put to use on the inner cities and lots of other things, and it would be beautiful. But we have no leadership.
And backwards, sniff the lover's soul.
Sniff the lover's soul.
Yeah, there it is.
Sniff the lover's soul.
Yeah.
Sniff the lover's soul.
Yeah, a few more metaphors in this. I don't normally get metaphors in public speeches. You know, of course, I get them in private session work all the time, but public speeches, they're unusual. But anyway, there's the first one. Okay?
Good.
So. All right. Now we've got a really bizarre reversal on Hillary. Are you surprised to hear that she has a bizarre reversal?
I'm stunned. I'm going to be quiet for 10 minutes. I'm in shock.
Being very sarcastic, of course, and she uses two words in this reversal that the only other person I've heard these two words on is Bill Clinton. Okay? So,
funny.
Yeah, so we're going to play this one, then we're going to play the Bill Clinton one. So here's the forwards.
And I think probably he's not all that enthusiastic about having the rest of our country see what the real reasons are, because it must be something really important, even terrible, that he's trying to hide.
Oh, okay. She's talking about his tax returns, okay? And back when she says, I now see little breast. Here we go.
I now see little breast.
I now see little breast. I now see little breast.
And the only other person I've heard little breast on is Bill Clinton. Listen to this reversal. This is when he was in office.
Battling discrimination against mental illness, caring for children of veterans who suffer from a terrible disease.
And this is C's little breast.
She is little breast. She is little breast.
There we go.
She is little breast.
So, what a bizarre reversal to find on Hillary in the debate. And the only other person I've heard it on is her husband.
That's weird. Birds of a feather. Well, she's a lesbian. And he looks at women as objects, and he would want to seize them, and that's where that expression I think is rooted. We're going to go through the break, Todd. I want to make sure we get all these reversals in. Play that one more time, please.
Yeah. Okay. Oops, I just closed it up. Okay, here we go. Right, here's the forwards.
And I think probably he's not all that enthusiastic about having the rest of our country see what the real reasons are, because it must be something really important, even terrible, that he's trying to hide.
Okay, and I now see little breast.
I now see little breast.
I now see little breast.
Bizarre.
I now see little breast.
You know, I honestly do not hear breast. I hear burst. Burst.
Burst?
I hear burst or burst. B-U. I don't hear B-R. Burr. I hear burst. See if you don't hear burst. Maybe burst is it. I don't know.
Let's play it again.
I now see little burst.
I now see little burst. I now see little burst.
Oh, yeah, I normally agree with you, Jeff, but I can hear breast on that.
You go either way. I hear BU, but whatever. All right, and your point is well taken that both of them have used that expression in all the years that we've worked together. I've never heard anyone else use the term. So if it's there, it's weird. Now, we want to also point out, just for our listeners, that she says, maybe he's hiding something even terrible. This wretch is not held to the fire. He should have held her to the fire on the Clinton Foundation and the hundreds of millions and billions of dollars that have passed through that organization, the majority of which have ended up in the control of Bill and Hillary Clinton and their lovely daughter. Remember what the president of the Senate president of Haiti said? The Clintons just ripped them off for I don't know how many millions. I think it was close to $1 billion. I'll look it up. She is talking about his income taxes, which are not relevant to anything when you compare what they have done, the Clintons have done to this country and all the people who have paid hundreds of millions of dollars and more to get favors, to get influence, to get meetings with her, to get special consideration, totally sold this country's governmental processes out. We should be hearing about that, not about whether or not Donald Trump should release his taxes under an audit. He is under an audit, and his attorney said not until it's finished. Fine. Whatever. The issue here is not Donald Trump's taxes. Trump's taxes have nothing to do with any of this. None of it. None of it.
Yep. No, I agree. And you'll see a reversal when I play about his taxes about that. So, okay, so here's the next one. This is on Trump. And here we go. Forwards.
Your staff taking the Fifth Amendment, taking the Fifth, so they're not prosecuted. When you have the man that set up the illegal server taking the Fifth.
Okay, now here he calls Hillary goddess again. And he says, would you leave, goddess?
Would you leave, goddess? Would you leave, goddess? Would you leave, goddess?
So he wants her out of there. And the goddess has a more ominous tone to it in this reversal. Here, let's go and bring up the other one. And you'll hear, okay, the first one he was buttering her up. This is the yeah goddess thing. I'll just play the reversal. Listen to the tone.
Yeah, goddess, sing.
Yeah, goddess, sing.
And on this one, would you leave goddess? The goddess is being more ominous.
Would you leave, goddess?
Would you leave, goddess?
You hear that, Jeff?
Would you leave, goddess?
Yeah, so there we go. So he's still buttering her up, but he's doing it with a barb in this reversal. Okay.
Yeah.
You know, would you leave? Go. Get out of here. We don't want you.
Here's a quick footnote regarding Haiti and the former president of the Haitian Senate. He said in a blistering attack on Clintons and the Clinton Foundation that here's the statement. Sadly, when an earthquake rocked the nation of Haiti in 2010, corruption moved in faster than the help so desperately needed. Today, the people of Haiti are still suffering despite the billions of dollars that have flowed into the Clinton Foundation. The Clintons exploited this terrible disaster in my country to steal billions of dollars from the sick and starving people of Haiti. The world trusted the Clintons to help the Haitian people during their most desperate time of need, and they were deceived. The Clintons and their friends are richer today, while millions of Haitians still live in tents. The world deserves to know where that money went and why help was never sent.
Wow. Wow.
All right.
Yep,
prison for life is too good for both of them. Their actions have killed hundreds of thousands of people, maybe over 500,000 people. We don't know. She ordered the execution of Muammar Gaddafi, arguably the greatest, most enlightened leader in Middle Eastern modern history. The ex-Haitian Senate president also said that Bill Clinton tried to bribe him on top of everything else. But look, this is not a joke. This is big-time international gangsterism. This woman is a gangster, a criminal. So is her pervert rapist husband, and they should have nothing to do with even talking about running for the presidency of our country. They are not fit in any measure. Sorry, this is the way it is.
It's okay. All right. So we have Trump now talking about his taxes, I think. Let's just play it.
But it's not 650. It's much less than that.
Oh, okay.
But I could give you a list of banks. I would, if that would help you.
Okay, he's talking about Hillary says that investigative reporting found he owes $650 million to Wall Street, and Trump comes back and says, no, it's not $650 million, it's less than that. Anyway. But he says back, because you are scared, and he's talking directly to Hillary. There's no doubt in my mind about that. So here's this reversal.
You are scared.
You are scared. You are scared.
You hear that?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
We had that reversal on Hillary a while back. Hillary's scared. You remember that?
Sure, of course I do. Hillary's scared, Hillary's afraid. Something like that. There were two of them.
Yeah, I should play that. Just
See if you can pull either one or both of those up. By the way,
Yes.
Donald Trump is a businessman. He builds big buildings. He builds resorts. He builds all over the world. Where does he get the money for that? From the banks, from Wall Street, from corporations. He has spent his entire life working with those creeps and gangsters, and he knows them as well as anyone could know. I think what he said about Hillary right then had to do with the simple fact that whatever he may owe to Wall Street banks or the international banking system, she doesn't owe, because the Clinton Foundation is pure profit. And I think that's why he said she's scared, because the reality of it is she doesn't owe anybody anything. He does, because he's a legitimate businessman.
Yep. Anyway, that was quite a clear reversal.
Yes,
And
it
here's
was.
the one. Hillary says she's scared.
And that's the way primaries develop. Whoever it is that is going to, make it through the preliminaries, the debates, the early contests, you're going to keep moving.
Okay, Hillary's scared.
Hillary's scared.
Very clear.
Hillary's scared.
Hillary's scared.
All right.
No question about it. None.
Now, of course, one of the interesting things that we're seeing in these reversals is that how some of them are connecting back to previous reversals was found in the past. So there's a trend developing, like be honest you, be honest damn you. I see little breasts, sees little breast. You got scared, Hillary's scared. So the reversals are validating themselves over the months that we've been playing them. Okay, so there's this consistent theme that's appearing over the whole year.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Oh, sure it does. Of course it does. That's fascinating. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Quite an amazing thing. All right. Here's which is the next one? Okay. We'll play. This is the next one in order. Okay. So here's Hillary gets in a zinger in backwards. Okay. So here's the forwards.
Because it's been squandered on so many of your ideas.
But you
And
responded
maybe
and we'll move to the
because
next.
you haven't paid any federal income tax for a lot of years.
And here she says backwards, you're very shocking.
No, very shocking.
Okay.
Scandal.
So she actually gets a zinger in backwards. I think.
Could she be saying not very shocking? Not very
Not-
shocking. Is that a put down? Not very shocking.
Well, hang on, let's have a look.
No, very shocking.
Huh.
Scandal.
Oh.
I don't hear a
No
T,
T
but I
there.
hear an N and a vowel. I don't hear a T.
Let's do it again. Let's do it again.
No, very shocking.
Oh, yeah, I can hear what you're hearing.
Scandal.
Either way, it's very shocking.
Yeah,
So-
it certainly is. Now that's I've often wondered if this wretch, and she may well be listening tonight. She likes TV and likes, probably is enchanted with this. But Hillary, if you're listening,
Talking about Hillary?
I
Talking
was.
about Hillary?
Yes, of course. She may listen now or in recordings. I wonder, Hillary, if you're at times sitting with yourself and you fully understand just how corrupt and criminal you and your husband are, and how many people have died because of your behaviors and your decisions and your illegal criminal activities. I wonder if you actually are consciously in touch with that. I wonder.
Well, she is listening to your show, and the reason why I know that is reversal I wasn't going to play. But seeing you brought it up, I am going to play this. Okay. Will I play it? Yes, I will. All right. Here we go. Here's the forwards.
Well, go to the fact checkers. Get to work.
You were on.
Okay, go to the fact checkers. And back where she says, David Oates said. Hear that?
Yeah. There's a backhanded compliment to you. Yeah. David Oates said.
I don't know what to tell you, and it's right on fact checkers. What does reverse speech do? It checks facts. So you've got this congruent relationship. I wasn't going to play that one. I was.
It's all right. Good job. She listens. Of course, she listens.
And we've got your name in reverse. Remember the reversal I played about you? Something about rents.
Yes. Well, a while back I do. It's something that would intrigue anyone, and if she's got even an ounce of humanity in her, one wonders what she thinks when she hears her subconscious talking to her. And scared? Yeah, she's scared. Look what happened on 9/11. Her health is critical. It's not good. She had a full body seizure and went down like a falling tree. That's not good. So whatever. That's the way it is. But I think she's listening.
Well, yeah, that reversal I just played verifies it. When I heard that, I said, no, I didn't just hear that, did I? And I went back and I go, oh, my God, I did say that.
Yeah.
All right, talking about Hillary's health, here is the next one. This is out of order, this one. So, but here we go.
Let me start by saying words matter. Words matter when you run for president, and they really matter when you are president.
Okay, so she's talking about being president. And backwards, she tells us one of the opposition she has to being president. But I'm ill.
I'm ill.
I'm ill. I'm ill.
There you go.
Wow. There's her subconscious weighing in with the final statement, the final arbiter of all of this, telling her basically, remember, you're ill and speaking, but I'm ill. And there was no ambiguity about that. I'm ill. That's her subconscious speaking. I'm not well. We're not well here at all.
Right. And the word but is actually quite significant because that's the optical, but I'm ill. I want to be president. I'm going to be president. It's essentially what she's saying forwards.
Yeah.
The problem is that I'm ill. And let's play the forwards again. Because this is a significant reversal. Here we go.
Let me start by saying words matter. Words matter when you run for president, and they really matter when you are president.
But I'm ill.
I'm ill.
I'm
Wow.
ill.
There you go. And we played, once again, a theme is developing because we played the reversal last show. Here we go on Hillary. This is from the last show.
It was all personal stuff, and we've said that consistently. And as the FBI said, everything that I've said publicly has been consistent and truthful with what I told them.
And here she says, I face an illness.
I face an illness.
I face an illness.
So here it is.
I face an illness.
Yeah,
So we've got it twice.
repeated tonight, reconfirmed. No question then. None at all.
Yep, okay. Actually, these reversed a little bit more revealing than I thought they were. Now I'm going through them one by one.
Now, these are some very, very potent things that are being said.
Yeah. All right. Now, next one in order. I played you very shocking, didn't I? Yes, I did. Yes. All right. So next one in order is another metaphor on Trump. Here we go.
It's an unbelievable company. But on occasion, 4 times, we used certain laws that are there.
Okay, there's that sniff again, and he's talking about his bankruptcies. I don't know much about them. You probably know more about them than I do, Jeff.
No, a lot of people in business go through bankruptcies. That's what the bankruptcy laws are for. They're legal. They're used legally. There's nothing wrong with that. And he's come back from them. Bankruptcy is designed to give someone a chance to start over and do better, whatever the circumstances. That's a crude generalization, but that's the way I read it.
Yeah, quite an interesting reversal. Another metaphor. God had a soul.
There are the snow.
There are the snow. There are the snow.
Wow. God,
Yeah, so-
God has a soul. And the way he said it was almost in a resigned way. It was reverential in a design.
Yeah. It was.
It was designed to sound like that. It was very interesting. That is very interesting. Play it again, Dan.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so here's the forwards.
It's an unbelievable company. But on occasion, 4 times, we used certain laws that are there.
And God had a soul.
There are the snow.
There are the snow. There are the snow.
I think he's making a general statement. In fact, God has a soul, not had.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
It
Let's both.
has.
Hang on.
There are the snow.
Oh, you're right.
There are the snow.
Yeah, okay. All right.
There are the snow.
Yeah, you're right. Okay. Well, that's fine. I mean, it's
Yeah.
a good positive upbeat reversal, you know.
Very positive. And very upbeat. Let me say one other thing, if I might, about the audio again. When you hear the forwards, and at the end of his statement you hear him sniff, I want to ask you, is the sniff louder than his forward speech? And the answer is yes. That tells you that the microphone is being pushed they're pinning it to get that sniff. That sniff is louder than his forward spoken words. Listen to it, David. Play it again.
Yeah, okay. So here's the forward.
It's an unbelievable company. But on occasion, 4 times, we used certain laws that are there.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I guarantee you that he doesn't sniff louder than he talks, okay?
No, I wouldn't think so. No, yeah, they've obviously pinned the mic.
Yeah.
All right, here's an interesting one on the moderator. He's admonishing the audience to be quiet.
Let me just admonish the audience one more time. There was an agreement. We did ask you to be silent, so it would be helpful for us, Secretary Clinton.
And here he says, I see what excited you.
I see what excited you.
I see what excited you.
And again.
I see what excited you.
They're actually cheering for Hillary Clinton. You know, they were clapping. With
Yeah, I see
comments.
what's excited the audience to cheer for Clinton. Now, if you notice, this is another perfect example of how marvelous reverse speech is. Every syllable is clearly, audibly understood. When you listen to the reversal, listen to how he says excited. You can almost see the letters in your mind's eye. Play it one more time, David.
Here we go.
I see what excited you.
Clear.
I see what excited you.
Great reversal.
I see what excited you.
Classic example of reverse speech.
Yeah, I see what excited you.
Let's run the whole lot backwards. Here we go.
No, there's just sorrowful for he do us. No, I see what excited you. Americans.
No, it just jumps out the gibberish, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I just absolutely love it the way it does that. I'll do that again.
For he do us. No, I see what excited you. Americans are in.
Yeah, it's got that nice melodic sing-song tone. The gibberish is monotone, and then you get this.
Well, that's a great one.
Statement. Yeah, reversal. Yeah. Pretty incredible thing, reverse speech. It still never ceases to amaze me. Okay. I'm trying to see what order we should go in next. I got some. All right, no, we won't go to that yet. Okay, all right. So here we have Trump.
Got about 6 minutes till the end of the hour.
The word super
Sorry, what's that, Jeff?
We have 6 minutes till the end of the hour.
Oh yeah, but then we've got our two.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, sure. Just letting you know.
Yeah. Okay.
You were the one that brought up the word super predator about young black youth. And that's a term that I think was it's been horribly met, as you know. I think you've apologized for it. But I think it was a terrible thing to say.
And here he says, damn you, Barack, it's rust.
Damn you, Barack, it's rust.
Damn you, Barack, it's rust. Damn you, Barack, it's rust.
And he's just upset at Barack for allowing that situation the last 8 years to develop. I mean, Chicago's got, 3,500 murders or something like that?
Well, is he saying it's rust? Is that what he's saying at the end? It's rust?
That's what I'm saying.
Well, he's talking about America's manufacturing base. The Rust Belt. Sure.
Right, of course. Right.
Yeah,
right.
Michigan, Ohio. It's all that's the Rust Belt, our manufacturing base, where all of our factories now are falling down, buildings deserted. The Rust Belt. Damn you, Barack. It's rust. In other words, Barack Obama has done nothing to resurrect our manufacturing base, bring jobs back, bring companies back. He's really angry about that. That's the way I heard it.
Oh, yeah, okay. Oh, yeah, there's anger in the reversal. All right, so let's play the forwards again.
You were the one that brought up the word super predator about young black youth. And that's a term that I think was it's been horribly met, as you know. I think you've apologized for it. But I think it was a terrible thing to say.
And damn you, Barack, it's rust.
Damn you, Barack, it's rust.
Oh, yeah.
Damn you, Barack, it's rust. Damn you, Barack, it's rust.
See, that's his big message, is that he wants to bring corporations, companies, industry back to these states and help reinvigorate the inner cities and the Americans, African Americans, all Americans in the inner cities who no longer have jobs, no longer have hope, nothing. Obama has completely stabbed them in the back. That's what he's talking about here, the Rust Belt. And that's another very important one. As I listen to this, David, I'm amazed at how well Donald did against the arrayed things that were in place to defeat him. Like that zinger about how you haven't paid your taxes. Completely off topic, completely designed to push his hot button and make him defend. Those are all rehearsed, might even been spoken into her ear. And then I don't know if you saw the 10-second video that I believe shows unquestionably that she had some kind of a small physical and neurological episode during the debate. 10-second video, I've got it. And she kind of shakes a little bit. First, what does she do? She says, ha, which is what she does when she is in trouble. She laughs inappropriately. She laughs too loudly. She went, ha. And then there was a silence. And if you look at her face, she doesn't know where she is. And then I think they used that earpiece and they were telling her, keep talking. Remember that, folks? Keep talking, or something very much like it. And they pulled her out of it with the earbud. I think that's the link.
Wow.
That video is very important to look at. I'll make sure it's up to the top of the page again.
Yeah, and the other thing that we should point out is that so far the reversals between Trump and Hillary once again are chalk and cheese. Hillary's being dishonest. She's lying. She says as much in her reversals. She's got this other agenda running. Trump is being congruent. His reversals are adding or confirming what he's saying forwards. Okay? So, what can I say? It's
That's
obvious.
It. You got it. Yeah. Once again, reverse speech dazzles, just dazzles with its reliability, its exposition and revelations of the inner workings of these two people in this case. Chalk and cheese. You got it.
Absolutely. And let's get a quick reversal on the moderator, one before the break.
Clinton, you have 2 minutes.
Clinton, you have 2 minutes. He says backwards, enemies bang.
Enemies bang. Enemies bang. Enemies bang.
That's what's happening. Two enemies up there banging each other.
Wow. Well, yeah. Okay. Well, that's been fascinating. We have about 2 minutes left. What are you hearing from people who have listened to these? What's the response?
Oh, well, actually, that's interesting. See, it depends on what side of the camp you're on. The reverse speech people are absolutely loving it. People have been, fans of mine for many years. Of course, it's exactly what they're wanting to hear. But I've had quite a few negative comments on my YouTube video about it, more so than my other vids, and saying I'm being biased,
Well, they haven't heard you do Hillary Clinton before because they couldn't make that claim. There's no bias at all. You're simply reflecting what you hear in reverse. She's got to. This is Hillary. This is classic Hillary. She's not deviating from what she's done in the past. There's no bias here.
There's no bias. No, look. I get accused of this all the time, but look, I'm a researcher. I just put my headphones on and run the tapes in reverse and document what I find.
And listen. When I hear something that is different than David is a gentleman. He's a real researcher. He wants to hear what I hear. Sometimes he agrees with me, sometimes he doesn't. But this man is not going into this with an agenda that is immutable. Mm-hmm. He's open.
Yep. I know. So, no, there's no bias. No, I'm just documenting what I find. And, if people don't like it, I'm sorry. People say they want the truth, but what they really mean is I want the truth if it agrees with my point of view, So,
that's true. No, David calls me, and he'll tell me what he's got. He'll say, well, it came out this way, it came out that way, we've got some really good things here and that. He never does anything but report to me, describe to me what he has found. That's it. Never a word otherwise. Nothing. Just what he's found. The facts.
Yeah, I train my analysts that way. Keep personal opinions out of it. What you believe is not important at all. You're a researcher. You're following predetermined guidelines that have been developed to help you locate accurate reversals, and you're documenting what you're finding. It's as simple as that.
Right.
And when I'm finding it, I'm not even thinking about what they mean. I mean, actually, to be frank, a lot of it's just happened on the show as I'm playing them and thinking about them, So all I've been doing the last day is going through them and checking for accuracy. I mean, I've thrown out about half of them that I found and only come up with the best ones.
If you don't know about reverse speech, David is very stringent about the fact that all the syllables have to be there, and it has to make semantic sense. There are some metaphors which are certainly understandable. That's how the human mind is. The human mind is a very deep and profound process. The subconscious mind. The conscious mind is trivial, and it deals in day-to-day currencies and deception and deceit, and unfortunately in this day and age it deals with lying all the time, both within and without. That's just what we are. People expect to be lied to, and so they say, well, why the hell shouldn't I lie? And they do. But you don't hear lies from the subconscious, and that's what we're hearing tonight. Once again, Hillary is being exposed for what she is. And once again, Donald Trump is being exposed for what he is. And it's a remarkable thing. You should go back and look at some of the other programs we have up at Rents for You with David, and you'll hear many programs with extraordinary reversals. So go have fun and listen. All right? Hang on a minute. We'll be right back with hour number 2 with David John Oates. Some very interesting things last hour with David. We got another hour to go. Nuances, small things, not necessarily always earth-shaking reversals, but always running the same general directions, especially with someone like Hillary Clinton. She is who she is. Her subconscious mind clearly doesn't like that. We've heard that many times. Donald Trump is who he is, and that's been reflected since day one. A very congruent man.
Yep. I have some people, I'm not just the political stuff, but some of the other reversals I find, and they don't like my findings, so I'll go and do a second tape on the same topic. The findings are exactly the same. Then I'll go and do the third one, and it's the same. And it's like, well, truth is truth. It doesn't alter. It's,
yeah.
And So what we're finding here is what we've found in the past. No big surprise there.
No. Well said. Good. Yeah.
And only just adds to the validity of reverse speech, I think.
You don't have to think. It does. Absolutely.
Yep. All right. Here we have a reversal where Jeff, my right-hand man, and I are hearing a little bit differently. So we'll put your ears on this one, Jeff. So here's the forwards.
In New York City, stop and frisk, we had 2,200 murders, and stop and frisk brought it down to 500 murders.
Okay, now I originally document this as here, H-E-A-R, there, scream, S-C-R-E-A-M. But Jeff hears it as here, as in H-E-R-E, here, there, screamed. So is it scream or screened? Either way, it means the same thing. The screams are the murders, or screened is stop and frisk. So either could fit. Okay. So here we go. Is it scream or screened?
It is screen.
It is screen. It is screen.
Tough call, isn't it?
That is a hard one. What's the full reversal again?
Okay, here, there, scream.
There. Okay, there, scream. All right, there.
As T-H-E-I-R. Or here, there, as in T-H-E-Y'-R-E, scream. And see, this gets down to some of the difficulties of reverse speech sometimes. Is it H-E-R-E or is it T-H-E-I-R?
Sure.
Because that will help us with the context. I actually think it's screened. I'm actually agreeing with Jeff because on the lower speed, I can hear the ED on the end.
If there's, that's what I was going to suggest. Let's listen again and see if we hear a hard consonant on the end, a D on the very end.
Okay. On the lower speed, I can hear it clearly.
It is screen.
It is screen. It is screen.
Yeah, I think it's screened. Which makes sense.
I don't hear it. I don't hear a D. No, I'm at a disadvantage. I'm halfway around the world. I hear it's, to me, it's more like scream.
Screamer. Well, if it's scream, it's still consistent because that's,
they both work. I don't hear an ED on that one. I just, not here, not on my earpiece. I don't hear it, but that doesn't matter. It's a good reversal anyhow.
It's only a very little minor point, you know.
Yeah.
But these are the sort of questions I'm asking myself as I'm finding the reversal. Is that a D? Is that an E? You know, if I play this, is it going to be heard
tricky.
by people out there?
Here and here, there and there, and wow, yeah.
Very, very, very intense task finding reversals. So, and if anyone is interested, I have a training class coming up.
Just for fun, how did the last one go?
Oh, it's going great. Yeah, it's still going.
Yeah, sure.
So, great class, some great students getting some great reversals. So,
nice.
Yeah, I'm very pleased. We've got a whole new batch of analysts coming out. They'll hit the streets next year. So,
terrific.
Fantastic.
When does the next course start, David?
November the 19th.
Oh, all right. So you got a month and a half.
Yep. Let me give my number out, if that's all right.
Sure. Of course.
This is my American number, 503-568-7077. That's 503-568-7077. Don't ring until after the show. Okay. All right. Next reversal. Here's Trump.
Under the current mayor, crime has continued to drop, including murders. So
You're wrong.
No, I'm not.
Murders are up. All right, you check.
New York.
Okay, so where he says you're wrong.
You're wrong.
He says worry.
Worry.
Nice and clear.
Worry.
Yeah, it's a worry. Murders are up.
Yep. Yeah.
So nice and consistent, that one. Once again, another consistent reversal. All right. Oh, I've missed a couple on Hillary. Okay, we've got two metaphors in a row. Okay. The first one, you remember how Donald Trump said that she didn't have the stamina to be president?
Yes.
Okay, so here's the forwards.
We need to have more second chance programs. I'm glad that we're ending private prisons in the federal system.
Okay, now this uses the metaphor wolf. And wolf in reverse speech is a metaphor for motivation and and drive. Okay?
Right.
But Hillary says backwards, my wolf smashed.
My wolf smashed.
My wolf smashed.
My wolf smashed.
In other words, she's lost her drive and motivation.
Is that... I gotcha. Is that possibly my work smashed?
Oh, my work smashed. I thought I heard an F. All right, let's play it again.
My wolf smashed.
Oh, yeah.
My wolf smashed.
I hear what you're hearing.
My wolf smashed.
Oh, yeah, I think you're right.
My wolf smashed.
Yeah.
My wolf smashed.
All right. Oh, well, anyway. Okay.
That's a hard K, I think.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right on that. Yeah.
So her work smashed. Her work is smashed.
Yeah.
All right. Again, congruent. It is. What has she achieved? Nothing.
Uh-huh.
Except to fatten their pockets and line their wallets.
Right.
Play that again,
Right.
why don't you? That's a good one. Let's play that again.
Okay, so here's the forwards.
We need to have more second chance programs. I'm glad that we're ending private prisons in the federal system.
My work smashed.
My wolf smashed.
My wolf smashed.
Yeah, it is a K.
My wolf smashed.
Yeah. All right, I don't know.
Listen to how clearly she says smashed.
Oh, yeah.
It's just amazing. It's like when Holt
exactly.
said excited. You hear it perfectly.
Yep, okay. Here we go.
My wolf smashed.
Clear
My
smash.
wolf smashed.
My wolf smashed.
In other words, she's in trouble.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not a good reversal.
Well,
to have.
she's ill. Yeah, of course. They're trying desperately to get her in to the White House. If she gets sick and becomes disabled after that, at least they have it, and they can run that idiot Kaine as her successor. She's sick. It is said now by, again, a former Clinton campaign insider, someone who worked for the campaign, that the word is she sleeps about 18 hours a day. She's desperately ill.
Well, if you vote for Hillary Clinton, expect to have Kaine as your president. That's all I can say.
You got it, David. You got it.
All right, now here's a metaphor. I have no idea what this means, but let's play it anyway. It shows you the difficulty sometimes in interpretation. So here's the forwards.
To help us deal with implicit bias by retraining a lot of our police officers. I've met with a group of very distinguished, experienced police chiefs a few weeks ago.
Okay, reversal says, I seal the scrub at Allah.
I'll see you with Robert Allah.
Nice and clear.
I'll see you with Robert Allah.
I'll see you with Robert Allah.
Something to do with Muslims, cleansing, I don't know. It's some Muslim-related reversal, and I don't know how to interpret it.
I seal the scrub at Allah. In other words, she makes a decision when it comes to Allah, Islam, Muslims. She seals something. That's a tough one. That's a very strange one. Yeah.
Yeah, really tough one. They don't get that tough sometimes, but sometimes they do. I ummed and ahed over that anyway, but I played it for integrity's sake. I play everything that's clear enough to play. So, okay.
Yep.
All right, here's a marvelous reversal on Trump.
Number two, I said, and very strongly, NATO could be obsolete because, and I was very strong on this, and it was actually covered very accurately in the New York Times, which is unusual for the New York Times, to be honest. But I said they do not focus on terror.
Okay, so he's talking about NATO, and he says backwards, there's that wisdom.
That's not wisdom.
That's not wisdom. That's not wisdom.
Wisdom. He is saying wise things. Yeah, what can I say? It's the meaning of that is obvious, isn't it?
Yes, it is. He's NATO. We should not be involved with it. We shouldn't be paying them. We shouldn't be back. It should be a European enterprise entirely. We should take care of our own business here. He's a very wise man. It takes courage to say that. Hillary was waiting to nail him with a NATO thing. NATO is not our best friend. NATO is an instrument of the international banking cartels. We know that. we shouldn't be involved, just like we should not be involved with the United Nations. So
yeah. All right. Anyway, there you go. But here the seal. What was it here? There's that wisdom. So
there's that wisdom.
Speaks well.
Yeah. Well, he is. He's a very wise man. He understands. He's been there. He's done that. He's learned. He's assimilated incredible amounts of diversity. And don't sell this man's intelligence short. He may not have all the details of foreign policy of whoever's ruling which country and the stands in the Middle East and so forth, but he is smart, and we'll have that working for us. That's something I'd much rather have than the same old. We can't take any more of the Clintons. Bill Clinton in charge of the economy. Good God, doesn't that scare you, folks? I'm sure most of you listening are got to. Crazy.
Same. All right, next one on Trump. I don't know whether he's talking about himself or Hillary in this one. Let's see. This uses the word "you" again. So let's play it forwards. Oops. Sorry. Started halfway through. Here we go.
When you talk about healing, I think that I've developed very, very good relationships over the last little while with the African American community. I think you can see that.
Yeah. You rave, beloved, is what he says.
You're beloved.
You're beloved.
See, you don't
beloved.
You don't know who the you is in this case. See, the beloved could be another dig at Hillary with the goddess reference.
You rave, beloved. Is he mocking her? Is his subconscious mocking her? Keep on raving, keep on talking, keep on flapping your gums, beloved.
Yeah.
Princess, queen,
goddess. Yeah, it's consistent with what else we've found. So that's so that makes sense. All right, okay. All right. Now, which one's in order? This one here. Here's another "you" word. This is what got me in trouble on my YouTube video, was the "you" word. So this is Hillary.
Clearly, as Donald just admitted, he knew he was going to stand on this debate stage and Lester Holt was going to be asking us questions. So he tried to put the whole racist birther lie to bed. But it can't be dismissed that easily.
Now, I think this "you" refers to Hillary, but it could be Trump. He says, "You'll see that sense, so you fake it." In other words, I see the sense of what you're saying, so I'm going to fake my disagreement. That's how I interpret it. You'll see that sense, so you fake it.
You'll see that sense, so you fake it.
You'll see that sense, so you fake it.
Okay?
You'll see that sense, so you fake it.
Is she talking about herself, David?
Yeah, I think so. Yes, I think so. Because she sees the sense of Trump trying to put the birther issue to rest. Okay? He put it to bed a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
And then right at the end she says, but it's not that simple. Or hang on, what was the last comment?
But it can't be dismissed that easily.
Can't be dismissed that easily. So she agrees with what he did, and she's faking her disagreement. That's how I interpret it.
I go along with that. It's interesting again how her subconscious is at such variance with her forward political hustling self. And it often talks to her, and it chastises her. It tells her the truth, but she's not interested in hearing it.
That's another internal dialogue reversal. That's her spirit talking to her.
Yeah,
you're faking this. You see what he did was the right thing to do, so you're faking your disagreement.
Yep.
Makes total sense now. Okay. So
I also think, that the whole birther issue has no significant worth to this entire campaign at all. It's a complete canard. It shouldn't have been brought up. It meant nothing. It was a setup piece. Stupid.
So let's run that again. So here's the forwards.
Clearly, as Donald just admitted, he knew he was going to stand on this debate stage and Lester Holt was going to be asking us questions. So he tried to put the whole racist birther lie to bed. But it can't be dismissed that easily.
Yeah, right. You'll see that sense, so you fake it.
You'll see that sense, so you fake it.
Nice and clear.
You'll see that sense, so you fake it.
Wow.
You'll see that
her subconscious is holding her accountable, but she can't hear it. Doesn't want to hear it.
Yeah, we have seen this over and over again.
Oh.
I mean, that was a be honest, damn you, you know.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, sorry, on the first one. So, yep, it's consistent. It's all through it.
Keep in mind, David, if I might say something, when this campaign season began, David and I talked about that he would be here through the entire campaign process, helping all of us see the reality of who these players are. In the primaries, there were many people. And reverse speech has distinguished itself like never before. It's never stood taller. What you found in this, what reverse speech, your technology has found, is literally astonishing. It's all the truth. And you're used to it, but to people who are new to it, once they accept it, and I hope most people do, it's overwhelming. Yeah. This is reality, what you're hearing.
Yeah. Yeah, it's an amazing technology. I knew it way back in the 80s when I first discovered it. I didn't think it would take me this long, though. I didn't think I'd still be struggling for acceptance 33 years later. But anyway,
you're getting a backhanded compliment. The intel agencies don't want people to know that this is the way to find out what people are really thinking. They don't want that. So, no, you're fighting against that. This is the ultimate lie detector.
Yeah, it is. Yep. All right, next reversal. We're talking about ISIS, and both Hillary and Trump have very similar reversals talking about ISIS. So here's Trump.
I think we have to get NATO to go into the Middle East with us, in addition to surrounding nations, and we have to knock the hell out of ISIS, and we have to do it fast.
And here he says, I have fun.
I have fun.
I have fun. I have fun.
I don't know. I guess it's going to be, I don't know whether you'll enjoy it. But then Hillary says the same thing, talking about ISIS.
Nations of NATO said that they would go to Afghanistan with us to fight terrorism, something that they still are doing by our side.
Yeah, she says, real good fun.
Real good fun.
Real good fun.
So,
real good fun.
That's strange.
I don't know. Yeah, I know. So, they both use the same. I don't know. Maybe they would both like a bit of a fight. Is the only thing I can how I interpret that one. Okay.
Well, I think Trump maybe is looking at it like it'll be fun because no one else will treat it the way I will. I'll take care of it. I won't fund it. I won't back it. I won't send arms to ISIS. I won't let the Israelis send medical personnel to treat their wounded and put them back in combat. He's going to take care of it. And I think he's maybe saying that it's going to be fun to take care of it properly for once.
Yeah, I think so. That's how I interpret it. Now, you notice how Trump was sipping water throughout the interview?
Yeah, by the way, he did have a slight cold. He was starting to get a cold, and that's part of the sniffles. Part of it.
Okay. All right, so listen to this.
To Hillary, to her family, and I said to myself, I can't do it. I just can't do it. It's inappropriate. It's not nice. But she spent hundreds of millions of dollars on negative ads on me, many of which are absolutely untrue. They're untrue and they're misrepresentations. And I will tell you this, Les.
And here he says, heal my throat.
Heal my throat.
Heal my throat.
Okay.
You can hear him. I heard the first time I heard him speak in the debate, I said, that guy's got a slight cold. He's got a sore throat, something. Yeah, he sounds a little hoarse. Just a little, like 10-15%. You can hear it. That's interesting. Heal my throat. I don't want to get sick. Not now.
No, you're absolutely right.
Well.
So there you go. Yeah, nice little interesting reversal.
That's really a little human interest insight, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. All right, here he is on ISIS again.
You go to her website and read all about how to defeat ISIS, which she could have defeated by never having it, get going in the first place.
Here he simply says, dang it.
Dang it.
Dang it.
Dang it.
Dang it.
How
dang
funny.
It.
Hey, what a great guy. What an honest man. He just telling it straight. He don't play games.
Yep, you're absolutely right. And here he is again.
The AFL-CIO the other day, behind the blue screen. I don't know who you were talking to, Secretary Clinton, but you were totally out of control. I said, there's a person with a temperament that's got a problem.
Of course, we've heard these stories about Hillary many times, about she's got a vicious temper and has got a potty mouth, and these stories have come out about her many times, so, which is really a temperament problem. Now, this also uses the word you, but he's talking to her, you, forward, so this is definitely her backwards. And he simply says, today you lost.
G'day, you lost.
G'day, you lost. G'day, you lost.
So she either lost the debate or she lost her cool. Doesn't matter. But just
you heard her yell, right?
No.
Oh, you didn't? Oh, let me find that. I'll pull it up. Yeah, during a closed circuit video broadcast to a group in Las Vegas, I think it was a union group, she started yelling. She said, "Why am I not 50 points ahead?"
Oh, right.
Let me play that when we come back in a few minutes for David. Hold on a minute, and we shall continue. Okay, welcome back. Terrific night with David John Oates and Reverse Speech as we go through the debate, as much as David has been able to pull from it, which is quite a bit. Spent a lot of time on this, David and his assistant, and we have 2 more debates to go. We are now expecting the next 2 to be quite different than the first one. And if I have said it once, I will say it thrice. Before they begin the debate, Donald Trump should ask Mrs. Clinton, no more secretary, are you wearing another ear speaker? And if she says, well, no, then he should say, may we have one of the political committee members take a peek in your ears? Because the last 2, including the earlier one this month, the police, I forget the special event they had. It wasn't a debate, but they both spoke. She had an earpiece then. She had one in this debate. He should ask if it would be okay if someone just took a look in your ears. If she says no, he should simply say, well, excuse me a moment then, put his hand in his pocket and take out his own earbud and say, just a moment, I'm going to put this in my ear. I'm sure you won't mind. I think that would shake her up a little bit.
I think it would. Yep. Well, I'll be all over the next 2 debates as well, so I'll be doing every single one of them.
These are really just stunning, David. Just amazing.
Thank you. Yeah, well, reverse speech is quite an amazing technology, and I'm sure if anyone listens to this with an open mind, I mean, you've got to say there's something to this. I mean,
you don't have to even begin to defend it after all these years. We know. Everybody knows.
All right, okay. So next one along.
Ended up becoming citizens. And it was 800, and now it turns out it might be 1,800, and they don't even know.
Will you accept
Look,
the outcome
here's
of
the
the
story.
election?
I want to make America great again. I'm going to be able to do it. I don't believe Hillary will. The answer is, if she wins, I will absolutely support her.
All right.
Okay, that's a little bit out of context, that one. And here, do it, little babe, is what he says.
Do it, little babe.
Huh.
Do it, little babe. Do it, little babe.
Don't know who he's talking to there. Do
No.
it, little babe.
No idea.
Huh.
No, he's not talking to Hillary. We know that.
No, obviously not. I don't know. Oh, there you go. There's a little one.
Well, the subconscious mind has its own frame of reference and its own peculiarities, and you never know.
No.
That's interesting.
All right. Okay, here's another one.
$20 trillion. We cannot do it any longer, Lester.
Back to the question, though, how do you specifically bring back jobs, American manufacturers? How do you make them bring the jobs back?
Well, the first thing you do is don't let the jobs leave.
And here he says, I'm all in it.
Heard all in it.
Heard all in it.
Yep.
Heard all in it.
He's ready to go.
Sure, he's ready. Yeah, he's already... Lester, sorry, Lester, that was a dumb thing to say. Mr. Trump has made this quite clear for a year, exactly how he's going to do it. It's not a mystery. Cut the corporate tax rate from 35 to 15%. Businesses will come running home. It's a no-brainer. Lester, where have you been for the last year? So anyway, all setups, all ridiculous. Go ahead. That's yeah.
Yeah, so he's all in it. Speaks for itself, you know. And notice the sort of almost like casual, matter-of-fact demeanor of his reversals. We've seen this before in Trump's. It's sort
total
of like,
confidence.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Total confidence. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely right.
No arrogance. Total confidence. There's a difference.
Yep. All right. So here's Hillary.
And he called this woman Miss Piggy. Then he called her Miss Housekeeping because she was Latina.
Huh. Okay, she gets another zinger in again here, using the same word. Wow. So he's shocking.
So we shocking.
And we heard her on Shocking before. Let's play the other Shocking.
Because it's been squandered on so many of your ideas.
Let you
And
respond,
maybe
and we'll move to our
because
next.
you haven't paid any federal income tax for a lot of years.
And here, you're very shocking.
No, we shocking.
Yeah, so she's just getting a little zinger in. It's the same word.
Yeah.
She's trying to create a shock. Oh, no, this is such a terrible thing, you know. So,
Yeah, you're very shocking talking about herself. You're very shocking.
right. Yeah.
Well, they worked on this for a long time. Imagine the coaching she was getting in that earpiece.
Oh, yeah. Yep, absolutely. All right, next one along. On Trump. Here we go.
What they should be paying us.
Oh, I was talking about defending nations. They should be paying us for defense.
What they should be paying us.
And here he says, I give a blank.
Happy the shit.
And he does. He's scared. He cares about it. You know.
Yep.
He gives a blank. I listen. This is an issue that I care about. You know, I am concerned.
Mm-hmm.
All right, next one on Trump.
At all.
Is it described?
Let's do one thing I'd like to say.
Very quick.
Oh, simply I had my wish. Don't know what that would mean.
I had my wish.
Huh. Don't know.
That
You'd
can
have
mean
to
a
have
lot of
more-
things.
Yeah, I know. That one you'd need a bit of more of a context on, I think. So.
You know, I didn't hear but about 45 minutes of the debate. I have no question now that he was getting a cold. He's a little hoarse and probably didn't feel 100%, but just the second time through, he's more impressive than he was when I saw it.
Yeah.
And all she's doing is taking cheap shots. Rehearsed cheap shots.
Yep. All right, here's the moderator. Mr. Fords.
One of you will not win this election. So my final question to you tonight, are you willing to accept the outcome as the will of the voters? Secretary Clinton?
And here he says, I found us in the shallow sin.
I found us in this shallow sin.
And again.
Okay,
the us is her and Hillary Clinton, because that's who he's talking to.
Mm-hmm.
This has not been all kosher this evening. I found us in the shallow sin. Listen, there's a
he
sin.
knows, yeah.
Yeah.
His subconscious knows he's sinning. He's in cahoots. This is not ethical.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Yep, that's exactly what the reversal means. Yep. And he knows. Okay? No. All right, so next one along. This is on Trump. I don't really know what this one means, so here we go.
It could also be China. It could also be lots of other people. It also could be somebody sitting on their bed that weighs 400 pounds, okay? You don't know who broke in to DNC, but what did we learn with DNC?
Okay, really strange reversal. Sell the dead men.
Seal the dead men.
Seal the dead men. Seal the dead men.
Seal the dead men.
Yeah, I actually heard seal then too instead of sell. You're right. Seal the dead men.
Seal the dead men.
Yeah, definitely seal.
Seal the dead men. Seal the dead men.
Wow. Well, that could be a reference to all the bodies following Clinton. Let's listen to the forwards again. Here we go.
Could also be China. Could also be lots of other people. It also could be somebody sitting on their bed that weighs 400 pounds, okay? You don't know who broke in to DNC, but what did we learn with DNC?
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. Seal the dead men.
Seal the dead men.
Clear.
Now this may be talking, David, about Seth Rich, who was murdered, who was involved with, we think, the DNC information hack, and maybe he's saying, there were several recent killings involving people who were after the Clintons and going to testify against them. So maybe he's talking to about Seth Rich. I don't know.
No, I think you're exactly right. I think you hit the nail right on the head. Yep. Yes. Well, it's a big thing. I mean, gee whiz. All right, next one along. Here we go.
They have a much newer...
Oh, someone just messaged me, said seal the dead men. Let's play it again.
Seal the dead men.
Oh, yes.
Seal the dead men.
Oh, could
sure.
be either.
See all the dead men. He's noting those who have died under mysterious circumstances. See all the dead men. Yeah, not seal. He just ran the words together. Sure.
Yep. That was my lady in Canada who messaged me and
Good
said
job.
she got see the dead men.
Yeah,
so
see all the dead men. Look, come on, look around you. These people are dropping like flies. More people connected to the Clintons who die.
Unbelievable, isn't it?
Totally.
Unbelievable. So we'll play it again. See all the dead men.
Seal the dead men.
Oh, yeah.
Seal the dead men.
Wow.
Seal the dead men.
Well, these have been quite some amazing reversals tonight, haven't they,
Yes,
Jeff?
they have. Yes, they have.
Better than I thought they were. I rang you before the show. I thought, you don't have much here, but then I haven't really gone over them. All I was doing was thinking about are they there rather than what they mean. Now we're looking at what they mean. It's quite amazing.
It is a remarkable assemblage. They're small, but they're pivotal. They're very important, and wow, I'm amazed. Not that I haven't heard this before, not that I wouldn't expect these kinds of reverbs, but always when I hear them, I'm just amazed. It's such an incredible technology.
Thank you. Yep, 33 years of my life. All right, so next one along. I'm Trump.
You have to be able to negotiate, that's right, with Japan, with Saudi Arabia.
And he's talking about defending them again. They buried us. Oh, that's very true.
They buried us.
Oh, yeah.
They buried us.
Well, they did.
They buried us.
Yeah.
Nice statement. Matter of fact is what we get out of Trump. And I think this is the last reversal I've got. Why isn't... Okay, here we go. But then I got a few on Hillary we can play in the last 10 minutes.
They have a much newer capability than we do. We have not been updating from the new standpoint. I looked the other night, I was seeing B-52s there.
I was talking about upgrading our military, and they deliver.
They deliver.
Oh, yeah.
They deliver.
Huh.
They deliver.
Oh, it's being complimentary to the military. Well, there we go. Okay.
All right.
All right.
Now here's let me first congratulate you. That was a masterful job at going through that hour and a half and pulling out Very important material. But again, on balance, you have to look at it for what it is. Hillary, conflicted, at variance with her subconscious mind, serious variance, obviously duplicitous even with herself. Donald Trump, extremely sincere, speaking from his heart and his subconscious, and they basically are all intertwined. There's no divergence. There's no dichotomy. He is who he is. That's all I can say. He is who he is.
And Hillary is
unfortunately, what we think she is what she is, which is a career criminal. And nothing would make me happier than for that woman to wake up one day, and I'm not being religious here, I don't belong to any organized religion, but to have a moment of clarity and to repent for all the evil things she's done. Take that Clinton Foundation money and do something positive with it. She's going to leave it to Chelsea. Chelsea will be Hillary 2.0. She'll continue to do the same thing. She'll run for office at some point. Watch. The Clinton dynasty must go on.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to try and play this clip, and I'm having a lot of trouble with the computer. It may or may not be coincidental to the program, but I'm going to try and play this clip where she says, and she loses control. She flashes the real Hillary, the anger. Her eyes are just intense. She says, "Why aren't I 50 points ahead?" And she really she can't figure that out. Now, let me see if I can get this to play. If I can't, apologies in advance, but we'll try it.
And I will fight back against so-called right to work. Right to work is wrong for workers and wrong for America. Now, having said all this, why aren't I 50 points ahead, you might ask? Well, the choice of working families...
Did you get that, David? Didn't sound anything like the woman at the debate, did it?
No, not at all. No. Here's a funny one on Hillary. Let's this is out of the debate now. Here we go.
Now, but don't worry. Some will say, as President, Trump will be surrounded by smart advisors who will rein in his worst impulses.
And here she says back, was Trump said that I was evil.
Trump said that I was evil.
Trump said that I was evil. Trump said that I was evil.
She's saying, like, well, why is he saying that?
That's funny. What does that indicate? A naivete on the basis of the subconscious, not really understanding that other people will see this? Does the subconscious think it's some hidden thing? And over half of America understands that she's evil.
Yeah, and she's a little bit perplexed, is what I get from the reverse.
That's funny. Huh? That's
me
funny.
Evil? Yeah.
Yeah. What me? Evil? That's weird. Yeah, that's a strange one. We haven't played that before. That's a good one.
No. These are some reversals I've got lined up for our next show. Whenever we do that, that's a couple of weeks away. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. We'll sing. Let's play another one. Here we go.
Under Donald Trump, America would distinguish itself as the only country in the world to impose a religious test at the border.
Oh, so do a crime, much blood. Oh, wow. 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 Gee, that's a nasty reversal.
Now, listen to the way she says that. That's talk about evil. That's bad news.
That really
much
is.
Blood.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what we get. A lot of people think she's going to push the button for World War III. She's already threatened Russia multiple times that she will shoot down the Russian Air Force over Syria, and that will ignite at least a major regional war, at least.
Yeah, well, if you haven't heard the reversal, I'm just trying to find it real quick about I'll Bring Us War. For those
we played that once. I think we played that once. And that's a crucially important one.
Yeah,
yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Over the past year, I've laid out my plans for defeating ISIS. We need to take out their strongholds in Iraq and Syria by intensifying the air campaign and stepping up our support.
And I'll bring us war.
I'll bring us war. I'll bring us war.
There you go.
I'll bring us war.
It's not Trump's temperament we need to worry about. It's Clinton's temperament. She's the warmonger. It's obvious. She will bring us war. That's what she says. Simple as that.
That's, I think, what she is supposed to do. That's what she has been ordered to do. And you might say, some of you, well, who would order that? If you paid attention and noticed the emails, the leaked emails, one of them was from her in response to Lynn, I believe it was Lynn Rothschild, Lady Rothschild, asking, begging, imploring Ms. Rothschild, what can I do as penance for screwing up?
Wow.
Totally subservient. So you want to know who she takes orders from? Well, the Rothschilds certainly have been named in that email as being an organization, a group, a name that she is clearly standing in subservience to. No doubt, none.
Wow. Wow. All right. Okay. How much time we got left?
4.
All right. Here, a couple more on Hillary, then I'll get another plug out for my training class and my book. People need to get my book if you want to read all about Trump and Clinton. I've got a whole analysis in my book that just came out, Unveiling the Truth.
Oh, good. Very good.
Website. All right. Here we have Clinton and money.
They either go to work sick or they lose a paycheck, don't they?
Okay. Sounds very concerned, doesn't she? But backwards she says, get my cash.
Get my cash.
Get my cash.
How pathetically appropriate.
Yeah, isn't that just absolutely the way? And here we have another one, same meaning.
I'm going to talk about my ideas for our country. You know, my campaign has rolled out detailed plans.
And she says, get our money.
Make our money.
I'll make our money.
Make our money. Make our money.
Wow.
Okay.
Well, just ask the former president of the Haitian Senate. He'll tell you all the money went to the Clinton Foundation.
Yeah,
I read it to you earlier, and that's the truth.
It's all in the reversals, yeah. Okay. Oh, here we have Hillary
That's
again.
funny, David.
He described Mexican immigrants as rapists and criminals.
Make a scam.
Make a scam.
Make a scam.
Oh, yeah, that's there.
Make a scam.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. These were reversals I've got lined up for the next show. I shouldn't give out all my ammunition, should I?
No, that's good. You can go ahead and talk about the next course now. This is for any of you out there. Let's say there are a lot of people listening who might have time on their hands, and they're fascinated with this. Once you learn how it works, and once you see it work, you won't be able to say no. You can learn how to do this under the master himself. This is basically a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for you. So pay attention. Go ahead.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, I'm certainly looking for trained analysts. The only way reverse speech is going to grow by having people out there in the field doing it. This is the training course I've developed over the last 30 years. It's done online. It's one class every 2 weeks. Each class is 3 hours long. We all meet in an internet chat room or video chat room. We all can see each other on the webcams, those who are brave enough. I teach you all about reverse speech, how to locate a documented genuine reversal, how to distinguish between imagination and coincidence, how to determine what the reversal means, recording techniques, everything that you would need to know to become a professional reverse speech analyst. The course is 6 months, so one class every 2 weeks for 6 months. A lot of homework to do. Be prepared to sit down at your desk with headphones on, finding reversals.
It's fun, though. It's fun.
Oh, yeah. I think it's fun. I have a blast. I love it. If you want to sign up for the course, call me on area code 503-568-7077. That's 503-568-7077. Or you can email me at backwards@reversespeech.com. And
wow.
I'd love to see you in class.
Yeah, that would be fun. And it is fun. It's not homework. It's doing what reverse speech is. It's learning how to listen, how to identify, and it's really fun to discover your own talents in this field. You'd be surprised. Once you get onto the cadence and the sometimes sing-song rhythm of it, it's so easy. And, I wish I had time to take the class. That would be fun.
Well, yeah, Jeff, with all the work you do, you leave it to the experts, mate.
All right, David, thank you. You're on a week from Friday, by the way, so it's not 2 weeks. It's a week from Friday. And
a week, so next weekend, next Friday. Okay, all right.
Yeah, that's October 7th.
All right, no worries. I'll be ready for you.
All right. Thanks so much. That was really marvelous. Thank you. Terrific.
Great, thanks, Jeff. Okay, speak to you soon.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
All right, there you have it. And we'll have that up on Rense.com for you to listen to at your convenience. Or you can go to ReverseSpeech.com. We will be back with more in just a few minutes.